SAT2 model questions. Question number 1 from SAT2. Mass is a scalar or vector? It is a scalar quantity. Mass is a scalar quantity. Moving ahead with the next one. Density is a. So density, is it a scalar or vector? Density has no direction. It has only magnitude. So density is a scalar quantity. Moving it with the third question, 10 kg. 10 kg means it is only magnitude. So magnitude means it is only a scalar. Moving with the fourth question, children. Among the following quantities, which is not a scalar? So 20 kg magnitude is a scalar, 15 meter is a scalar, 40 seconds is also a scalar, but it has both the magnitude as well as direction. Hence, it is a vector quantity. So, which among them is not a scalar quantity, children? Option 4. Moving ahead with the fifth question. Among the following, the quantity which is not a scalar is. So, which among the following is not a scalar quantity? Yes. This indicates your volume. So, volume is a scalar quantity. This indicates a distance or a displacement. It can be either a scalar or a vector quantity. 20 meter dew is no doubt it is a vector quantity, indicates your displacement. 20 seconds indicates your time, it is also a scalar quantity. So, this is a scalar. Here it can be scalar or vector. This is a vector and here it is a scalar. So, among the following, the quantity which is not a scalar is very clearly 20 meter due north east is not at all a scalar. This can either be scalar or a vector. So, confidently which is not a scalar? 20 meter due east is not a scalar. So, sixth one, which of the following is not a vector? So, here magnitude and direction, it is a vector, magnitude and direction vector, magnitude and direction vector, only magnitude, it is a scalar quantity. Hence, the correct option is option 4, only 5 meters. Moving ahead with the next one, seventh question, children. Which of the following is not a vector quantity? So, here 4 options are given, children. 20 meters due north, it is a vector. Due south, it is also a vector. Due east, also vector. Only magnitude was given, it is a scalar. So, which of the following is not a vector? So, correct option is option 4. Cheppu, enti?
అదే కొంచెం క్లాస్ ఎంత సేపు అవుతుంది?
ఇంకొక 10 నిమిషాలు పావు గంట.
అది కొంచెం కౌంటింగ్ చేయాలి ఓఎంఆర్స్.
జస్ట్ 10 minutes. ఒక్క నిమిషం చెప్పేస్తాను. సాట్ 2 అయ్యో 3 క్వశ్చన్లు ఉన్నాయి, 5 క్వశ్చన్లు ఉన్నాయి, 5 నిమిషాలు. ఓకేనా? ఎస్. ఇట్స్ ఓకే. 5 questions అయిపోతాయి. So, moving ahead with the next question, children. Eighth one. Among the following, which is the example for a vector? So, east direction, no magnitude is given, but direction is given. So, does not make any sense. 20 meter only gives your magnitude. So, this is purely a scalar. And 10 centimeters, it indicates magnitudes. This is purely a scalar. And here 20 meters indicates magnitude, as well as east indicates your direction. If a quantity has both magnitude and direction, it comes under vector quantity. Hence, option 3 must be true. Moving ahead with the next question, children. Question number 9. Among the following, the quantity which is not a scalar. So, purely mass is a scalar, distance is a scalar, 20 seconds is a scalar. Which is not a scalar is this one, which has both magnitude and direction. It must be a vector. So, children, one more thing I want to tell you, that 10 meters, it can be scalar or a vector, but purely which is not a scalar is which has a direction. In the following, which set is a complete scalar set? So as usual, let us try to identify. Length is a scalar, time is a scalar, displacement is a vector, area is a scalar, velocity is a vector, volume is a scalar, mass is a scalar, temperature is a scalar, volume is also a scalar, temperature scalar, density is scalar, and force is a vector. So if you identify which one is scalar, you are asked the complete scalar set. So which among them indicates the complete scalar set, children? Option 3. So this comes under all the physical quantities are scalars. Now moving to the next question, that is question number 11. In the following, which set is a complete scalar set? Same as above, children. First of all, try to identify which among them are scalar or vector. Length is a scalar, velocity is a vector, volume is a scalar, time is a scalar, displacement is a vector, and density is a scalar. Length is a scalar, mass is a scalar, density is a scalar, temperature is a scalar, velocity is a vector, and displacement is a vector. And now you are asked to identify the complete scalar set. So which among them is the complete scalar set? Again, option number 3 consists of all the scalar quantities. Now moving with the next question, that is 12th one, the set containing only vector quantities. So as usual, identify which among them is a vector and which among them is a scalar. Speed is a scalar quantity, velocity is a vector, time scalar, displacement vector, energy scalar, mass is scalar, displacement vector, and velocity vector. And now you are asked to find out the pure vector quantity. So which among them is a pure vector quantity, children? Option number 4. So now let us move to the next question, that is 13th one. A physical quantity which has only magnitude and no specific direction. That must be a vector quantity. So displacement, of course, it is a vector, mass is a scalar, force is a vector, and displacement is a vector. So physical quantity which has only magnitude and no specific direction means only magnitude and no direction is nothing but your scalar quantity. So which one is the correct one? So here scalar means mass is the scalar quantity which has only magnitude but no direction. So moving ahead with the next one, children, 14th question. A physical quantity which has both direction as well as magnitude. Both magnitude and direction means it must be a vector quantity. Okay. So displacement vector, mass is a scalar, length is a scalar, distance is a scalar. You are asking both magnitude and direction means it must be displacement. So option number 1 must be true. So now let us move to the last question, children. If a particle travels along a path A, B, C, D. So how is the motion of the particle? So this particle moves first from A to B and then A to B and then B to C and again A to B. I have covered. Let me name them. This is A, this is B, again B to C, A to B, B to C, and again from C to D, and again from C to D, something like this. A to B, B to C, and C to D. The final displacement is represented as I told you that the final displacement can be represented by an directed line segment which always joins from the initial point to the final point. Where is the initial position? This must be your initial position. And where is the final position? This must be your initial position. That directed line segment which joins the initial points to the final position indicates the total displacement of the particle, and that is indicated with AD. Hence, the correct option is option 2, that is AD. So, with this we have concluded with the worksheet number 1 from the concept of types of vectors. So, keep practicing, children. Until then, take care. So, thank you.